10 years ago, I was the biggest nerd in my high school. A guy named Brad made my life a living hell every single day. He was the star quarterback, rich and popular. He used to call me trash and once threw my backpack into the school fountain just for a laugh. I remember him telling me that I'd be lucky if I ended up cleaning his toilets one day. Last week was our 10-year high school reunion. I almost didn't go, but I decided I wanted to see my old friends. I showed up in a simple casual outfit. I didn't want to show off. Brad was there, of course, surrounded by people and bragging about his life. The moment he saw me, he couldn't help himself. In front of everyone, he said, "Hey look, it's Trash. Still working at a library, or did you finally move up to a fast food counter?" Everyone laughed. I just smiled and told him I was doing okay. Brad then went on a 10-minute rant about how he was the top regional manager for a massive tech firm called Nexus Global. He kept saying how important he was and how he could get anyone in the room a job if they begged him enough. He even offered to buy me a drink because he felt sorry for my poor life. What Brad didn't know is that Nexus Global was acquired by my investment group 6 months ago. As the CEO of the parent company, I spent the last few months reviewing our regional managers' performances. Brad was actually on my to-be-reviewed list because his department's numbers were terrible, and there were multiple complaints about his arrogance and bullying behavior towards his staff. I waited until the end of the night when Brad was making one last toast to himself. I walked up to him, took out my business card, and handed it to him. I told him, "Brad, you were right about one thing. Life is all about who you know. And unfortunately for you, you know the guy who just signed your termination papers." The room went dead silent. Brad looked at the card, then at me, and his face turned a ghostly shade of white. I told him that I had been planning to wait until Monday, but since he was so worried about my career, I figured I'd give him a head start on looking for his next job. I told him he should check if that local library is hiring. I walked out of the reunion feeling lighter than I had in a decade. Brad lost his high-paying job, his company car, and most importantly, his ego. Am I the asshole for firing him in front of everyone? Or was this 10 years of karma finally catching up to him? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more.